What's happening, fellas? If you follow the channel, you know I've been an FXR aficionado since I got my first one 35 years ago in 1990. It was an 87 FXR. This is a 1990, one of my favorite models. This one is checks all the right boxes, mid controls, factory OEM highway pegs. It's got the right mag wheels, the long travel forks. It has a 13-inch Legend shocks on the back, the Saddleman seat, and it's got low miles, 12,236 miles. We've had the bike for a couple years now, and we've gone through pretty much everything on it, and it's as good as it's gonna get, and we're putting it up for sale so someone else can enjoy it. It's ready to go to Daytona. Quite a bit of work was done to the bike. Bike's 35 years old, so we went through it top to bottom, front to back, and anything that needed to get done was done. The engine internals were perfect with 12,000 miles, so we didn't have to do anything to the top end. No one's ever been in the top end of this engine, but as typical of most Evolution engines, you want to go through the primary chain case and the transmission seals. So we took the bike, everything came off the bike except for the frame and the engine block and engine cases and heads. The primary came off, the transmission came out, the front and rear wheels came off of it, all the tins came off the bike, got sent to the paint shop, saddle came off, the bars, and I'll go down the list. There's no way I can remember it all. It's a multi-page list, so I'll read the list for you. Mechanically, the first thing we did is went through the fuel system, put two new NGK spark plugs in it, new spark plug wires, and a new heavy-duty Yuasa battery with a battery tender lead so you can leave it plugged in. The carburetor was disassembled, removed, disassembled, cleaned, inspected, and rebuilt with a new carb rebuild kit with a new fuel valve seat. Carb was reinstalled and tuned with a new air filter assembly and a new throttle cable. The fuel tank was drained, rinsed, and inspected. The tank was treated with a Vaporust, which is a tank rust cleaning treatment. And then it was soda blasted in preparation for Caswell treating the tank, and that was professionally done also. We're running VP94 non-ethanol fuel in it. All the fluids in the bike are brand new. And the tank was treated to this gorgeous black paint job in the classic Harley Davidson red logos. The Fast Johnny decals on the Arlen Ness side covers are a real nice touch. Those are really cool. It's got the Harley logo on the rear fender. It has the Kaplan Cycles vanity plate, the Harley Davidson logo on the back of the fender. Bike looks the part. Same Harley Davidson logo on the front fender. And if you look at the custom quarter fairing on here, it has the Harley Davidson logo inside there. Just when you sit in the cockpit of this thing, it feels like it's the business. Everything on this bike just feels right. And after 35 years of riding these bikes, I know it works, and everything on this bike is exactly what you'd want to do to it. Then we went through the whole primary chain case and transmission system. We removed the transmission, disassembled and inspected it. Found the fifth gear was a little worn, so we put a new fifth gear in it with new bearings and seals, a new bearing inner race, a new nylock nut, a new spacer, a new inner transmission repair kit, a new transmission gasket and seal kit, a new primary gasket kit, and all new primary seals. A new 32-tooth transmission drive pulley, a new trans-sprocket spacer, a new drive pulley lock plate kit, and a new starter jack shaft repair kit. So the whole starter assembly, inner primary, and transmission is completely rebuilt and in brand new condition. We also replaced the chrome outer with a new chrome outer cover and a Harley Davidson logo cover here. Put a new shifter on it and a new peg to go on the mid controls and a brand new kickstand. So all these components here are new and everything inside is fresh and new. The highway pegs are Harley Davidson highway pegs. Those are brand new also. You can see the new plug wires, plugs, everything's nice and fresh on it. The transmission was rebuilt and replaced and filled with new Bel-Ray transmission fluid. The clutch was rebuilt and replaced. The clutch cable was lubricated. Then we adjusted the primary chain tension, installed a new primary case breather, a new black oil filter, and a new Derby O-ring. A new inspection cover gaskets, new inner primary lock tabs, and changed the oil with Bel-Ray V-twin engine oil. It has new AMS oil primary case oil. If you come around this side, you can see it has a new lower belt guard and a new upper belt guard here. And these are the brand new, literally have a mile and a half on them up and down the street. Brand new Legend Revo Arc 13-inch piggyback shocks. Those are $1,250. These are brand new shock struts here too. Also, those are brand new chrome ones. The front end was rebuilt, completely rebuilt. with new progressive fork springs, new 20-weight Bel-Ray fork oil, and you can see it has the Screaming Eagle chrome fork brace on there, so the front end is super tight as a tiger. It corners on a dime, and you can see the front wheel has a brand new with the hairy nub still on it. 1 mile on that tire, just up and down the street here. The wheels on this bike, quite a bit of labor went into the wheels. The wheels were vapor blasted, the paint was removed, and then the lip on it was sanded and polished through a 3-stage process in the detail shop, and three types of polish, 3 layers of rouge were used with the buffing wheel. The center was polished also, and then the wheels were repainted. You see it has a Harley Davidson nut, air valve nut there. So brand new Michelin Harley Davidson Scorcher 31 tires. These are my absolutely favorite tires to put on an FXR. I just love these Scorchers. I've used them on pretty much every big dollar build that I've done in the last 5 years are the Scorcher 31s. It doesn't get any better than that. The rear caliper was rebuilt. The rear brakes were rebuilt with new pads. The front calipers were rebuilt with new pads. The master cylinder was rebuilt. You can see the rear caliper has a new insert on it. And of course, the rear tire had the same treatment. The rear wheel was at the detail shop. You're looking at 4 to 6 hours labor per wheel just to do the polishing and painting. Maybe 8 hours, I don't know. I know the detail shop had over 30 hours into polishing and painting on it, and the body shop had a 24-hour invoice for all the paint work that was done on it. So the rear brake caliper insert is brand new. The side covers are new Arlen-S side covers. The handlebars, these are my favorite bars to ever come out of the Harley Davidson catalog. These are straight off the Dyna Lowrider S 2017. The risers, the bend on the bars, everything about them I love. That's all genuine Harley Davidson. No aftermarket Chinese crap on there. These controls are all brand new. The chrome controls, the Arlen-Ness grips. I absolutely love these Arlen-Ness grips. So everything's brand new. The entire control switch assembly, the cover, the bars, everything from the triple clamps up is new and improved. Also, new black rear view mirrors. These aren't reproductions. Those are Harley Davidson Dyna Lowrider S mirrors. I think they're the best setup that you could put on this bike. The fairing is brand new. And of course, the paint job is brand new. The bike was professionally detailed, steam cleaned. Every square inch of it was hand washed, polished, and then waxed with a new coat polymer wax. So no bolt left unturned on it. The total, I probably left a few things out, but the total work order came into 116 hours labor, and the parts came to just under $5,000. It was $4,623. That doesn't include the Vance Hines exhaust, so really it's closer to $6,000. I forgot about that. Vance Hines, how could I forget about that? The Vance Hines 2-in-1, which if you look at the baffle on this thing, it's got in the rear, it's got like the largest, it has a really unique sound for a 2-in-1. It has the largest end pipe hole I've ever seen on a 2-in-1. The thing just sounds wicked. The Legend shocks are on point. These seem to be the #1 most popular shock amongst all the stunters. Guys running drifter cross and bagger racing league and all the Dyna riders all seem to really like these Legends. It's a fantastic suspension. It works way better than the stock stuff. So yeah, the bike's in beautiful condition. Guys, any performance motorcycle, I always suggest check the frame rails on the bottom here. Make sure it wasn't bounced off any curves. The frame rails are absolutely pristine on this bike. There's no oil leaking anywhere. It's as clean on the bottom as it is on the top. And back to what I originally said, this is a rare mint original that was completely dismantled and totally bought up to modern snuff. But if you look closely on the frame, and then you look at all the stickers on here, these are usually long gone. The Union Auto Worker stickers, after 35 years, these are normally long gone. The VIN tag, this is the original powder coating on this frame. This frame hasn't been painted. Another hallmark of a bike that was well cared for. So between the performance upgrades on this and the fact that it's a low mile original, you'd be hard pressed to find a nicer one. That's the good news. The bad news is the invoice totaled just over $22,000 at $150 an hour plus parts. So, and I think we left a couple things off. But if you bought your 1990 FXR and wanted to turn into this at $150 an hour plus $6,000 in parts, that's what it's going to end up costing. It's a very labor intensive process restoring a bike like this from the bottom to the top. And in any FXR you buy, even if it had 2,000 miles on it, the primary seals, the transmission seals, those usually all need to be redone, and it's a time-consuming process to do it right. Everything was upgraded on that, and of course it has the new chrome primary cover. I'll have everything written up in the eBay ad. If you're interested in purchasing this bike, it is up for sale. My son Kenny Jr. will take care of you at 860-454-7024. We can finance this in-house through Freedom Road. The reserve will be substantially less than the work order cost, which is pretty cool because you consider that a nice, clean 12,000 mile FXR should be worth around 10 grand in today's market. One that's done up like this, well, it is what it is. It costs a lot of money to make all these upgrades and get it dialed in like this. But this one's done. We can finance it. We can ship it, white glove service, roll on, roll off right to your door anywhere in the continental US. If you're overseas, we can help you with shipping, export brokers, and we also take trades. So if you've been thinking about buying an FXR and you want one that's done and ready for the next 35 years, your ship just came in. Give us a call. Thanks for watching. God bless America, and long live Harley Davidson.